Welcome to week 9, session 1. Today we're going to review Tableau. And so just a refresher, the last week we analyzed data with Excel, isn't it? So if you remember, analyzing the data with Excel was interesting, but what we did was basically the limit of Excel in terms of charts. And then I asked you to analyze and replicate my analysis in Tableau. And I think some of you found some interesting stuff. So is there anybody of you who would like to share and walk through what was difficult, what was the process, and to explain how did you reverse engineer my presentation? I'll give you a bonus point.
Ooh.
Anybody?
Beshire would like to start, I think.
Beshire? Is that
Yes.
true? Oh, good. Excellent. Good. Fantastic. So, so I'm checking the general channel on Slack. And so one of the issues...
I can share.
I can share? Okay, go for it. You can share your screen, yeah? Hold on. Voila, and I will stop share. And now you can share, Beshire, you're the boss, or Shama, who's talking.
Shema.
Shema, do you want to, you told us in Slack that you would like to explain a bit, yeah?
Yes, I will present it now.
So I have a question before we proceed. Yes. Some of you did copy-pasted the charts from Tableau and you put it as an image in a PowerPoint presentation, isn't it?
No,
yes,
no.
but we can use
What? Really? Okay, that's stupid. That's okay.
Excuse me, Yusuf, what did you say?
I mean, it's copyright.
Say it, because we need to talk about this.
I mean, it's stupid. Like if you copy the work of yours and just put it in your presentation.
But actually, Ayman, this is what has been happening for the last 5 years in every consulting firm.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so they would do the analysis on Tableau. They would use Tableau charts because they're awesome, right? Not only awesome, they're not ugly compared to Excel, right? Do you remember Excel?
Yeah.
Good Lord, my God. They're not ugly, so they look great. By comparison, they look fantastic. So what the consultants do is they have this super cool presentation. You stick a chart from Excel. Everybody knows it's from Excel because the colors and how ugly it is. But you stick a chart from Tableau, and because it's not ugly, it looks fantastic. And this is what they have been doing for years and years, copy-pasting the chart from Tableau to PowerPoint. But it doesn't make sense. And Tableau realized that and say, hey, we have a problem. People need to tell a story with charts. And that's why now, if you look in your Tableau public, there's a place where it says, tell a story or a storyboard or something. And in that place, you will have the chance to build like a linear, nice poster presentation of your data, which is very interesting. Did anybody look in Twitter what people are doing with Makeover Mondays? I guess not, but anyway. So stupid, yes, Yusuf, you're absolutely right. It doesn't make sense, but it happens so many times. Good. So, Shema, yes?
Yes.
Sorry for this interruption. And now the floor is yours. Tell us, how did you replicate the analysis? And I think, yeah, this is very interesting.
So first thing I split the informations because here like the time and.
So first, the column time was not recognized as time by Tableau, right? Because it has this GMT +4, which is, it makes Tableau go crazy. So what did you do to solve this problem?
So I split them. First, I got the dates.
How did you do that? Did you
by custom split?
Okay, good.
I split by space.
Very good. Was it difficult? Very good.
No, it wasn't. So
that's why Tableau is Tableau. right?
Right.
How do you do this in Excel? I don't know. You have to learn a formula called left and then count the number of characters. It's horrible, right? God, sorry, I get so excited. Go on, Shama.
So then I just split the time and AM PM, and then I joined them all together to create a time.
Or you could have said, I don't want the last bit as well, right? You could say split from the right side.
This.
Okay, that's what I did. I did the last bit. No, thank you.
And
okay,
I did the same for the program and college.
What was the problem with the program, the field F3? What is the problem?
This one?
Yes, what is the problem with this field?
The problem is that some of them is writing MSc and some of them like writing master. And
I think.
Yes.
I think because there is off and n, so we need to how to split using n and off, and then join them together.
How many types of information we have in this column?
2.
We have 2, right? We have the
program
length
and
of
the college.
And the college, right? So we need to split these 2. This is very bad. I don't know who did this survey, but not cool. Okay, go on.
So I need to split them, but it is not the best way because I don't know. There's engineering and then there's spelling mistakes and then it will create engineering and other one is engineering or something.
Oh my goodness. Wow, this is terrible. So what do we do in these cases?
I didn't do anything.
What would you do?
I don't know much about Tableau or how to reduce it, but we will need to filter it.
Because obviously these 2 colleges, engineering below, engineering and engineering, which is also incorrect, both of them. So it means our graduates don't know how to spell.
Yes.
Does this happen often?
I think yes, because you are typing them.
Right. Who did this survey? This should be an option, right? Which college? Drop-down list. And
what type of a program and so on.
Good. But because somebody didn't do his job well, now they give you more job. Do you see that?
Yeah.
More work. Anyway, the way to solve this is to do a spell checker before on this column. Then you have a new column. You can do a spell checker on Python, do the spell checker, or even Excel. In Excel, you do a new column with a spell checker. And that's doable. Not here, don't do. No, just an idea for the future, because then you don't lose information. And worst case scenario, you do it by hand.
How can we do it by hand here in Tableau?
You can group them.
No, you do it before Tableau. You clean the data before Tableau. So cleaning the data, if you go into data science, it's going to be 80% of your time. So it's very good if you know how to automate the cleaning of the data. Okay? There are many tricks and so on. Anyway, very good points that I completely missed. Go on.
And then I created the charts that you shared.
I have a question. So you managed to rearrange the colors and you managed to put maybe in the middle. How did you do that? That's amazing.
We can do it by here. There's different ways actually. One of them is from sort. And then there is many categories and ways.
Wow, great. Thank you.
Good. Or you can do it from here. You can.
Like oh, wow. Super amazing. Awesome. Okay. So think about how this changes the story, yeah?
Yes.
Right? So sensitive. So in this case, you chose green, yellow, and red, and that's very nice. And that's fantastic. And can you ask the other students how they like it, if they like this?
So the other students, do you like it or not?
I did the same, but same
I
color.
like it.
Then I failed with the maybe yes. I tried to copy her actually.
Very awesome.
Interesting. Okay. It's good. When I did mine, I put maybe in a very red color as well, because I thought that when somebody says maybe, like
Okay, most probably that's no.
That's no in this culture. And also, hey, you spent 4 years of your life here. Do you think this has been useful? Maybe.
But also, sir, like a yellow from the traffic light is you better not do it. So it is most probably no. So it's
but this yellow, it's very similar to the green, the saturation that you chose.
Oh yeah.
So maybe it looks like it's friends with the green, right? So I would have chosen, because this is very dramatic data that so many people say maybe. And that's why in my presentation, I chose a very red color, orange red, because it's not okay when somebody says maybe. It's almost like no. But anyway, it's good to differentiate. Go on. But do you see how it affects your presentation, that the yes, the saturation, and the maybe, the saturation, they're quite similar? Like somebody who's colorblind, they probably confuse these two colors, right? So that's subliminal. So depending, if you want to make this dramatic data softer, you do this, right? It's not so bad, it's yellow. You could make white as well, right? You could choose a white for the maybe. Very good, go on.
And should I show the other? Like,
yeah, you completely replicated everything. Fantastic. Was it difficult?
No, it actually wasn't.
Fantastic, fantastic.
And I did the hands posing, I guess.
You did it?
Yes.
Animated?
Yes, animated. So you can see here.
Everybody stop what you're doing and start clapping.
Is it the one that you wanted?
Yeah, that's exactly Hans Rosling. Wow, is this there is a play button, or you are moving the mouse?
Here you can see on the side like our date time, and so I will move it. Why?
Do they have a play button? No, they don't have a play
No, I choose which time. I can choose by.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, animated but faster.
Yes, I will need to move it just faster.
Interesting. So here, what would have been interesting is to see the ratio of yes versus no, to see how when people are hungry after lunch because they didn't have lunch, they are more severe or less kind with the answers, right? Yeah. Not here would be interesting to not see the absolute numbers, but to see the ratio between yes and no. Very interesting. Very good. This is very good. Well done, Shama. Did you find any other information?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So we didn't calculate the net promoter score. So this is one thing we could do, right? We could calculate the net promoter score by college and then color different colleges according to their net promoter score, right?
Right.
But the net promoter score is on a scale of 0 to 10. So the votes for 10 and 9 minus the votes for 6, 7, no, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then percentage. And then the last one, the mosaic of the colleges by college 3, if you can go back. Then you could put here the color according to the net promoter score and see which colleges really need to improve and which colleges are fine, or which colleges can learn something from the other colleges. Maybe they are doing something right. Yeah?
I will try it later on.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's just brainstorming ideas of how to create knowledge. So here the big deal is that the Net Promoter Score, this thinking framework, it allows you to learn from all these other companies that use the Net Promoter Score, and they know what happens when it's 80%, 70%, 60%, 40% negative, like in our case. And that is so useful because the Net Promoter Score was not in the data. You created it from the data. And thanks to that, you can now learn from all the experience of marketing, right? Oh,
Yes.
Net Promoter Score is 30%, or it will not be higher than 30%, as we saw with Ayman analysis in the Excel. Right. What is the best thing to do when it's 30%, right? Oh, XYZ. And then your data was really useful, right? So very well. Excellent. Did anybody created any new chart that they want to share?
I created a chart, but I just took n greater than 3, and that's it. It's very nice.
Okay, that's nice, Yusuf. So because some colleges don't have a lot of numbers, is it fair to just take 1 or 2 samples?
I mean, because
it's dangerous.
So let's say there is a lot of colleges, and this chart like has 16 or 17 colleges, and people cannot focus on what's written, like what is my idea or anything. So I just minimize it to the minimum. So it can be like memorable. Someone remembers my chart at least.
Okay, that's very good. Like, yeah. So in my opinion, like for example, who's sharing the screen? Shama, can you share your screen again? If you want to compare colleges, if you want to make your chart memorable in your university, compare colleges, right? Because everybody's going to share it, your chart, because people love competition. So you can see that some colleges, Shama, this chart, no, go by program. By program, no, another one, no. By program, by college, one before, left, yeah, that's one, this one. So IT has 2 yes and 1 maybe, yeah?
Yeah.
This is correct?
It's like,
so,
I don't,
yeah.
It's 2.
But chemistry has 2 no's, right? So it's very dangerous here to say, well, maybe chemistry can learn something from IT, right? Super dangerous because sample is very small. But you could say, hey, we have to do another survey to find out if there's a difference between colleges, right?
I think this is like, if we just did it engineering and IT and sciences, it would be even better.
That's a very good idea, Yusuf, to combine the colleges that are basically very similar. So we could combine STEM colleges, science, technology, what is it? Engineering and math.
Medical.
Right, so we could, that's a very good idea, to use the STEM framework. Boom, now you have created a new you can explore now a lot of things now, and you will have enough numbers to say, look, our STEAM colleges are like this, and the non-STEAM colleges are like this. What's going on, right? That's a very good idea. So let's take a look. Social sciences is not STEAM, engineering, and engineering misspelled. So note that the people that can spell engineering are less happy than the people that cannot spell. You see that?
That's why I think people always need, this choice of fill in the blank.
No, but we learn things with this. And then we have law, Okay, so yeah, we could split those things into two things, and then realize, wow, maybe there's a difference. Wow, maybe there is no difference. Yeah, that's really good. Wonderful.
The saddest guy is the one who wrote security.
That belongs to IT. There's a There's a track called security.
But it is sad.
So why is it sad?
It's like, you know, if you're telling I'm working in security, it's not studying in a college.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic. Good. Anybody else has a comment, please? No, that's it. Nobody else has a comment or wants to share some chart with this over?
Mariah maybe wants to share. I'm not sure.
I did the same as Shamma and Hans Rosling one.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the Hans Rosling videos? No? Yes?
You mean as a tutorial or what?
No, the famous TED talk he gave.
I didn't complete it, I guess.
Okay. Amazing. Did you
I see this in my watch later, but I didn't.
Okay, I will give you as assignment to watch it because it's amazing. Yeah, go on. You were saying something? Yes.
Doctor?
Yes.
I did something, but I don't know why I didn't use it. Actually, I cleaned the data.
You did?
Yeah.
You did?
Yes, but I used I used the one that you sent to us. I don't know why.
So what's the problem?
I don't know. I'm going to try it right now and I will send it to you later, inshallah.
Can you share your clean data? Because tomorrow I have to present this to important people, actually. And it'd be nice to not have engineering and engineering colleges there.
Sure.
Okay, so what you said about the STEAM framework, it's very good. It can give us a lot of ideas. Anybody else has some idea to connect this data to somewhere else to create knowledge?
Maybe use memes.
That would be for the storytelling, right? To convert the knowledge into wisdom, but to transform information into knowledge. Which other frameworks could we connect to? So STEM is good. We could connect. So that's a difficult part, right? Good, awesome. Okay, so did you like Tableau so far?
Yes.
Do you think Tableau is awesome, or you think it's just another Excel?
Yes, it is useful. It is way easier than Excel.
No, Excel is more easy. No. Excel is more easier.
Really?
Excel is more. Yeah.
This is Bashir?
No, Hanan.
Hanan, why do you think that?
I don't know, like.
Okay.
I feel like Excel is more easier than Tableau.
To do what?
Charts, cleaning, searching.
For cleaning,
a lot of things.
For cleaning,
yeah.
I agree with you. So I always start analyzing looking at the data to see mistakes, obvious things, and I clean in Excel many times.
But Tableau gives us like more options than Excel in data visualization.
But the charts you have in Tableau, like the mosaic, the bubbles, and all the stuff, and scatter plots, they are not very good in Excel. So yeah. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're gonna do another. I'm gonna check your storytelling abilities. So I'm gonna share a photo from Instagram from one of my favorite women in Sweden. Her name is Saea Wimmercranz, and today, or a few days ago, she shared this. Do you see? Oh, I have to share my screen because I don't. Hold on. So here, share my screen. Okay, good. I put it on Slack. Anyway, she shared this on her Instagram. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and this is from a Swedish newspaper, and the source is the European Commission. And it says women and the boards. You know, the board, every company has a board of 10 to 4 people, and they are the ones that appoint the CEO and decide everything. And there is a problem that there's not a lot of women in board positions. Why? Because it's harder in our society for women to become bosses. This is changing. And here you have in black, what do we have? EU. And in red, we have Sweden. And we see the percentage of women in boards. Yeah. So as bosses of companies, basically, not the CEOs, but above the CEO. And so I sent her a message on Instagram, because, you know, maybe you think Instagram is just for photos, but in Europe, they use it for professional work a lot. So it's very serious. And so I asked her, Sarah, what is your message here? And so I will ask you this question to you guys. What is your message here? So if you see this chart, what do you understand? And I'd like some women to speak.
Increasing number of women on board through years. Two.
The number of women is increasing. That's fantastic. That's a very good story, right? From 8.5% of women only to almost 1/4, right?
Yes.
Right. But in Sweden is a bit higher, right? It was always higher.
Yeah. But the increasing number is almost the same. Like it's 20 for both. Like 28, and then.
You mean it's converging?
It's from 8 to 28, and then 17 to 37. It's like
difference. Yeah.
same increasing rate almost for both.
Interesting. Anybody else has a comment? So when you see this chart, what do you think? Like what comes to your mind?
I think Sweden is ahead of European Union.
Okay, so now who's talking? Hanan?
Bashar.
You were talking about time. Time. Good. Time. So Hanan says that Sweden is ahead. Like how many years ahead?
Let's say 6 years, I think, or 7.
So this is Sweden, right? And this is Europe. And you can certainly draw a line here between these two, right? You can say, oh, this is the gap between both, right? I'm going to use a different color. Let's see.
Almost 1.5 years.
This is this gap more or less same, right? More or less. Do you see that?
Yes, around 6 years.
This gap is around what is this? 6 years?
Maybe 6.
6,
something like that.
5 years, yeah.
It varies, no? But more or less on average. So if you draw the trends.
But it's decreasing, like the European Union is coming to realize maybe.
Interesting. So that's one thing. So there's a 6-year gap between both, right? So that's another story we could tell. Everything is improving, or equality is improving in the board. And Europe is 6 years behind Sweden. To me, this is way more informative than this. This to me is noise. But if you draw these two lines and you say, hey, well, there's a 6-year gap only, right? That's much easier to understand what's going on as a process. What other things or other stories you could tell here? So if we draw the line again,
the difference between them is doesn't change really. Like
right?
The gap between them, yeah,
the
exactly.
gap between the red and the black.
In years, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't change. Yeah, 6 years. But also look at Sweden, which is like 6 years ahead of Europe. So maybe you could use Sweden to predict what is going to happen with Europe, right? And predicting is a very, very popular job and very valuable. So look what's happening in Sweden, 17, right? 17, then 26. So this is a difference of 9. What's the difference between here and here? The difference is 6. So 9, 6. And the difference between here and here is 5. So it seems that the acceleration is decreasing, right? So it seems like it's stabilizing, right?
Yes.
So it was there, it was progressing very fast in the last decade, and then it starts slowing down. I think it's normal because when you have more than 1/3 women, so your goal is 50%, right? So it's not so it's you're almost close to the equilibrium, right? So remember, 50% is the ideal situation, yes? So that's another interesting thing. Like maybe people are confused here and they think we have to go to 100 to be okay, right? So that's not very good storytelling in this chart. So there's a lot of things here, so stories that you could tell. First about the gap. That you can use Sweden to predict what's going to happen in Europe. Oh, because Sweden is 6 years ahead of Europe. Ah, interesting. Then you could talk, hey, the situation is not so bad because 50% is like nirvana, like where it's complete equality at board level. Wow. Okay, so Sweden is only 12.5% away from this. It's a very small amount, right? So maybe somewhere they could place here is the ideal or complete equality, 100% equality, or 50-50 parity, something like that, to see what is the goal. And now that you have these lines, you can predict more or less when it will be reached, right? So there's a lot of new stories that you could tell here. What about the orientation of the chart? Do you like it?
Good colors.
Good colors?
Yeah.
Really? What is the Swedish flag? Colors of the Swedish flag?
Blue and yellow.
It's Swedish.
So what is the red? What's the meaning?
The
Why is
flag.
it good color? Why is it good color? Who chose this color?
Yeah, me too. I was thinking why it's not yellow.
Oh.
Yusef likes this color. Why do you like it?
I thought Swedish is Switzerland. Maybe I failed
Me
my
too.
geography.
Okay, what is the psychology of red color?
Bad.
It's
Danger?
attracting.
Stop, not okay.
is
It's
it?
bad.
Attracts the eye.
I think red for anger, and then it will show more like competition.
Do you think a man made this chart or a woman?
Man.
Woman, you told
We
me
can't
Sarah.
tell.
What the hell?
I think a woman.
You think a woman
I
made
don't
this
know.
chart? Okay, interesting.
Oh.
Would you have used here Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. How would you improve this chart then?
Change the colors.
Okay. First, to change the color. That's in the, what colors would you?
Orange, maybe. Like
Sweden, for Sweden, yellow, and for EU, I will use baby blue. I think something like.
If you use yellow, it will be hardly seen. Like, I'm going to show you what will happen if you use yellow. And this, I don't know.
Not this yellow, maybe a bit darker.
I think if you use yellow and blue, it's like you're supporting Swedish.
I support Swedish.
What are the colors of the European Union flag?
I think it's blue, baby blue.
Blue and
yellow. So, okay, so we're not very good here. So playing with colors like they did here is very dangerous because psychology of color is very powerful. And as who said, the red color is danger, aggressive. It is danger and aggressive. I'm going to show you a chart.
Hello and welcome.
Yeah, it's coming. I'm going to show you a chart, which is super interesting. Here, you have a chart of... So here on the y-axis, you have the intensity of the stimulus. So this could be brightness. This could be saturation. This could be length, right? So there's this researcher, he wanted to know if you want to say something in a chart, what is the best way to say it, with colors, with the angle, and there are a lot of perception and psychology studies. So this guy, he charted this. So he said, okay, if I put red color, or more red or less red, or I double the amount of red, what happens? What's the impact on my eye? Yeah. What's the perception? If I double the amount of red, do I feel that the impact is doubled? And so he did this. So for example, if you do this with electric current, so if I put electricity in your arm, which is very painful, when I double the amount of electricity, this is your pain curve, okay? You really you feel it very, you see that blue here, okay? So we are very sensitive to electricity. If I show red-gray saturation, so if I have a picture and I put more red or less red, that it becomes dark, like black, yeah? Or I put completely red, this is how it changes, yes, this line. So if I play with grayscale luminance, so I put more, it's more bright or less bright in a gray picture. So you can do this with your laptops now. You can increase the brightness of your screen and look at the gray areas or not. So the impact in your, the magnitude you perceive is a bit more than, a bit exponential, almost linear. If I play with the length, so if I show you a bar and I double it, you feel that it doubled, okay? So length has a linear impact. I double the length, you feel that it's doubled, thank God, right? If I do this with area, I need to more than double the area, so you feel that I double the area. If I do this with sounds, as you know, our ears, if I double the sound, you don't feel that I double the sound, this sound volume, yeah? we have a logarithmic ear, which gives us a lot of range. We can hear very small sounds, but we don't go deaf with very big sounds. So
Sarah, what do you mean by doubled the sound?
So I have a speaker, for example, and I double the energy of the sound wave.
Okay.
You don't feel that I double the
So
sound.
you increase the pitch of the sound,
not
or
the pitch, the volume, the amplitude of the wave.
Okay.
You double the amplitude, you don't feel that the sound is double strong in your ear. Yeah, what we call loudness. So it's logarithmic here, which is great, right? And brightness here, or even less. So look at grayscale and look at red color saturation, right? So red color is we're way more sensitive to saturation of red color than to grayscale or length, right? So this means that red color we're very sensitive, right? So just a bit of red somewhere is like, whoa, it really destroys your story if you were not thinking about it, right? So in this case, there is a lot of red, and there is a lot of psychological subliminal message here, like danger or what? Fire? Hot? Why red? Right? So it is very interesting why they chose this color. I don't know why they chose this color. I would not have chose this color. And the other EU black, like what is the psychology of black color? When you see something black, what do you think about?
I think it's not blue.
What do you think about? Yeah. What comes to mind? Give me keywords.
Ambiguous or mystery.
Hatred, black points.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It is a lot of dark area there in black, which you should never do that. Never. So that tells me to think the person who did this chart is probably a man. Why? Because he's obviously colorblind, right? And two, he didn't study design. Yeah. Good. Okay. So
maybe it's a girl choosing her lipstick colors.
I don't know, but the choice of color completely interferes with the message. Also, yeah, completely.
Maybe it could be a girl because
it doesn't matter. But what matters is it's a very bad chart because the colors are interfering with the message a lot. Yes.
Okay.
That's the thing. And so what does it mean? That the EU women are bad and the Swedish women are dangerous, or in the board? Or
no, maybe EU hate their women and Swedish maybe something else. I don't know.
Or I don't get it. Anyway, so never use black 100% for a big area in your chart because you spend a lot of ink and it's expensive and it doesn't. It's a lot of noise all the time, and then people have to look a long time to this chart to understand it. And there's a lot of red color, and as you saw here, it's not good. It's second to if I'm putting electrical current, our sensitivity. Okay.
What if we use like very bright colors or normal colors? Maybe someone won't take it serious.
Exactly. So you have to think about these things, and this is the problem. Like, I don't know. I would have chosen here 2 scales of gray, for example, or more neutral colors. But this one. Good. Okay, this is fantastic. Okay, so this is your homework. Maybe you can do it by pencil. So think about how to create knowledge from this chart and how to make a better chart, and then how to make it memorable. Yes? Sounds good?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, so this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed Tableau. Tableau is super powerful. If you know Tableau, you will get a cool job. So totally jump on it. In the next session or the next following weeks, we have the midterm soon, right?
Yes, but when is it?
Okay, so did we put a poll on Slack to find
Yeah.
out? No? Okay, so
No, it was for the other one.
for the course. Okay, so when do
Yeah.
you think you want to do the midterm for this course?
Next week.
Next week? Okay,
Yeah.
so that would be Monday next week.
Yeah, I don't mind. Any day next week is good for me.
Okay.
عادي ما عندك شيء.
The master of polls. Can you put a poll on?
Yeah, it's fine.
Youssef, can you do a poll?
Yes.
Okay,
Monday
good.
and what? Just Monday?
Wednesday, Monday.
Just a poll with one option.
Yes, see, this is the best part because I'm gonna give you the psychological theory. If you put farther dates, everyone is gonna pick the farther date. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It is true.
No, I want Monday. I always choose first date.
Yeah, but the majority.
Okay, so Monday, it's gonna be Monday. 20. Oh god.
That I prefer
will be
Wednesday.
Okay, so that's why we're gonna do a poll.
26.
Monday 26 or Wednesday 28.
28. Yeah, only. No more.
No more. Okay. So Youssef, is the poll ready?
I will make. Oh, okay. Now I'll make it.
So our homework is this, only the chart. Yeah, how to make it better.
Yeah, and you can do it by hand. You don't need to do any Tableau or anything. And also, so this is Tableau. This was awesome, Tableau, right? So I want to show you, if you go to Twitter, you have a hashtag, which is called
Makeover Monday.
Did you check it? Can you explain what is Makeover Monday?
No, I didn't check it, sir. Not yet.
Makeover Monday. So there's this genius guy who wrote a very cool Tableau data visualization with Tableau book, and they created this hashtag. So this book is 50 weeks of work every week. They give you a challenge. So in this, we are in week, anyway, some week, right? And the challenge is to visualize different data sets. In this case, for example, policymakers and gender equality. Do you see my screen?
Yes, we see.
So here, she's visualizing share of seats held by women in parliament in these countries, Colombia, India, Indonesia, Kenya, and Senegal, right? So this is a very interesting version of a chart called box plot. The line means the average. This big dot means the 1 sigma deviation. So 63% of the sample is inside this dot. And these guys are the outliers. So these are the top 5% farther away from the average. Got it? This is like a histogram, a simplified version of a histogram, because a histogram is a lot of noise. But this gives you a very good idea very quickly. Where are the averages? What is the spread with the outliers, right? And how big is the deviation with the big dot, more or less. So it's a really fast way to see, because the average doesn't tell the whole story. Like look at these two, for example, Colombia and India here. India has lower average, but the spread is almost the same, right? So this is a very fast way to understand the distribution of a sample. And colors are red, but it's a very toned down red. And blue, it's a very semi-transparent blue. Both of these are semi-transparent. So you see this red, I'm not getting annoyed by this red. Yes. So that's really good color choices, not interfering with the message if you don't want it to interfere.
Maybe because it's not like a big grid, like a very...
Exactly. So this chart is about the saturation. Yeah. So how red it is, the color. Here have another one, alcohol consumption. Maybe alcohol is not an appropriate topic here.
But it's good chart.
It's a good chart because this is interactive. So if you have, so we can check it.
The problem you need to know.
To know what?
Wait, let me see. I didn't see it. Wait.
So with Tableau Public, you can publish the data in an interactive dashboard. The only condition is that you have to publish your data. So if you want your data to be private, then you have to pay. Yeah. So you cannot do this with Excel. It's impossible. Right? So it's semi-interactive. You can reduce the noise. Look at here how they do it. They don't completely black out everything else. They just reduce the noise. Yeah. See it? You can hover on things. It's pretty awesome. So good. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Right. So this is the, I don't know what it is, but very cool. Very cool if you want to do this kind of interactivity. Like, wow, cool, awesome. Great. So Makeover Monday is a great hashtag to just to learn the best practices. And just remember that the most important thing is to connect to a knowledge framework. It's not about the beauty of the chart. The most powerful charts are black and white. It's not about the colors. It's about connecting to other knowledge. That's what makes a chart, and then make it memorable. But connecting to knowledge is what's missing in many of these places. And this is the problem with many textbooks. They just focus on make it look nice, visualize it, right? But they don't focus on the connecting to knowledge, to creating knowledge. They focus a lot of from an ugly chart or a very noisy chart, make it more understandable. That's fine. But most of these charts that you will see is still information. You didn't gain any knowledge from this chart. Good. So Makeover Monday, fantastic. I don't know why Twitter is not loading. A fantastic hashtag to follow. You can learn a lot. You can follow the people. You can talk to them. For example, I was talking to some Makeover Monday people. Let's see. Let's see. Right, okay, this one. So this guy was, yeah, so this guy, look at him. First submission to project help with, made a drill down chart with Voronoi design. So that suggested this guy, right? So he gives credit to who gave him the idea, and look, here he made a GIF, animated GIF. So this was the original chart, but he made this type. And which one do you like better? So this is greenhouse emissions by country, right? And continent. So the square ones are nice, but for some reason we humans like round things. So he found this round chart, and the data is still the same. But you know, if making it round helps it to go a bit viral, well then, good, fantastic, right? So all these you can learn here in Twitter. You can see best practices and so on, and where the community is going. Good, fantastic. Okay, questions? Right, okay, good. I will make random groups on Blackboard for this assignment. You should not spend more than 1 hour, and the submission can be a pencil submission. Other questions?
Random groups, sir?
Do you want random groups, or what kind of groups do you want?
Yeah, random is okay.
Random is fun, because if you always learn to work with your friends, when you go to work in a company, your friends will not be there. And then what?
Then we call them and we
We bring our friends.
yes.
Right, okay, good. No, you need to learn how to work with the strangers. Otherwise, our net promoter score will be low, and UAE is not happy with that. Good. So the exam will be on the 28th, and let's do the attendance very quickly.
Ayman is here.
And it's here. Ayman, can you share your Excel to the rest of the group where you calculated the net promoter score from Excel? Remember?
Okay,
Give it a pivot table. Can you share it? I forgot to ask you to share it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
1 second.
Okay,
because
and now I'm
I
gonna...
needed to change something, but I think we did it in another place, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I will share it.
Just share the Excel.
Yeah, I was checking something because I had to change something.
Okay, so I'm preparing a poll for you. Can you tell me what kind of poll is this one?
This is a
Do
trick.
you want with your friend or not? Random groups?
Random, no problem. I'm fine with random groups.
Okay, I set up another poll. Can you see the poll?
Okay, yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so I forgot to make it anonymous. Anyway, don't damn it. Poll anonymous is Tableau useful 0 to 6 7 8 9 10. If it's not anonymous, people don't tell the truth.
Yes. I don't mind telling the truth.
Yes. That's not good.
What is this, doctor?
And it's not anonymous. Okay, forget about it. Okay. Anyway, ignore that. I don't mind if you think Tableau is useful or not, because
yes,
it will not change my opinion.
I will vote.
But I think it's but tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I'm telling the truth.
Really? You don't think
it's
Tableau...
useful. It's useful, but I am not sure. Like, I didn't get the...
That's amazing. That's pretty useful, because that means I didn't do a good job showing you how powerful it is.
Yeah, this is what
we
I
still
think.
had just
Like,
one.
I think there are many things to understand. So this is...
But just with the glimpse you saw, I think it's super awesome, because you will have to replicate this chart using Python pandas in the following weeks.
Yeah.
And I think you will understand.
Yeah, maybe how useful it is.
When it takes 4 hours for you to make just one chart with Python pandas, you will come crying to me and you will say, I want to use Tableau.
This is what I mean.
And this is the problem with these quizzes. Like, depending how you do them or when you do them, you get completely different results, right?
Yeah.
So it's also very dangerous. Okay, so what's my net promoter score here for Tableau?
It's still... It's like only 3 people, 4 people.
No, just tell me the number.
How many people? We are 12.
2 minus 1 divided by 3, right?
Yeah.
So that's 33%. Yes. So we can say that Tableau will not go viral among...
See, doctor, because it's not anonymous, everyone put 7 and 8.
7, 7 and 8 is like maybe it is.
7 and 8, it's 0 and 6.
7 and 8 in Net Promoter Score are known as the passive ones.
Yes.
That they don't want to offend anybody. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to offend anybody, 7, 8 is fantastic, and that's why they don't count.
Yeah.
So the only one
That's why I am honest person. I put 0 and 6.
Beshaya, you don't think Tableau was useful? Okay, explain. Beshaya. Beshaya, explain why you think Tableau is not so very useful. I think Tableau is the most useful thing you will learn in this course, really. The most, after the knowledge.
We will realize it after we finish this course.
Or maybe
like after we use Python,
yeah.
Maybe we will realize how useful it is.
Right. So
because this is maybe the first thing, like we used Excel, but not really.
We will do this. We will do this poll again. When Yusef finds out how to do this poll anonymously, we will do
what? You didn't ask me to do the poll.
I didn't. I just throw you to the lions, and now you have a challenge. Are you going to take it, Nelson? Right. Let's do the attendance because not everybody is here. So if you tell
doctor, you made Bashir run away.
Bashir?
She put 9 and 10.
Bashir? Bashir, come back. So this is the problem if you don't do an anonymous poll. It's very bad.
It's only Ayman that answers.
So everybody's here today.
Yeah. Yes.
Fantastic. Excellent. Good. Wonderful. Anything else?
No, I'll do anonymous poll for you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So I will send, so the next class will be you work by yourself on this improvement assignment. Also, I think I will send you the video of Hans Rusling, so you watch it, and then I will ask maybe some question on Panopto. Sounds good?
Wait, what we watch?
I will send you a video of Hans Rusling, his famous TED Talk that everybody has seen, but you have to see it because in this course you have to see that. Good. Any other questions about Tableau? If you want to that we spend a bit more time on Tableau, we can do it at the end of the course if we have time.
Okay.
And if you think it's enough, I think you know it now. You know how to use it. More than 99% of the population. And my advice, like, if you know Tableau, you will find a very good job.
There you go, an anonymous poll for you. It's down.
You made it, like the 0 to 6, 7 to 8. Okay, thank you. So please, guys, go ahead and do the anonymous poll now. I will not know why. All right, so that's it for today. Any other questions, just Slack me. Yeah?
Yeah.
Super cool, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.